everybody and welcome back. I hope everyone is doing really well so far this week and happy October. So yes, today I'm back with another charity shop video. Saying October, there are a couple of Christmas bits in this one. For anyone who is new, hi and a very warm welcome. My name's Amy. I'm so glad you've stumbled across me. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new as well and you like this video, and maybe give me a thumbs up. To my regulars, if you're wondering why I'm standing up for a change, it's because I've got a piece of artwork to show you which is related to us going on holiday. And if you can hear any background noise, it's because we've got a puppy. She's nearly 4 months old and she's just decided to play. As you can know, it's like, hello, it's me. We'll see if she'll come and I will introduce you in a minute. Oh, good girl. Okay, I want to pick you up. You want to say hello? You say my name's Minnie. Oh yes, my name's Minnie. And I'm a miniature Labradoodle. Yeah, I know. You're going to go and play? Yeah? Now you said hello. If you know Waffle Doggy, she looks a lot like Waffle Doggy, even though she's actually a girl. Off you go. Good girl. So, and as well, if you are a regular, no shock here, there are quite a few, not quite a few books, but there are books, because let's face it, at this point we all know I'm addicted to buying books. But for 20p, you can't really go wrong, can you? So this one is actually a sequel to one, I don't know whether I've shown this, actually, because I did do a video that was just books, because I had a pile about this high. So I did do a video that was just on books, so it might have been in that if it wasn't in with one of my normal charity shop videos. And it is Tidelands, it's just here, by Philippa Gregory. And the first one is set in about, is it 1660 or 1675, and it ends around about the time that King Charles the First, I want to say, had his head chopped off. It sounds a bit weird now that we've got King Charles. Sounds a bit gruesome now, doesn't it, when you think our King Charles. So yeah, I picked the first one up for £1 and I absolutely loved it. So it follows a lady who is a midwife, more or less a midwife slash nurse. But what I like, it's a fiction story, like her love story and stuff. So her husband's like, is he drowned, has he disappeared? She falls in another man, follows her and her children. This man happens to be a secret Catholic priest, which obviously wasn't allowed then. So yeah, I really liked the first one. So I thought I'd look for the second one, which I found it on eBay, because I thought there's no way I'm going to find it in the charity shops either. So I found it for £4. So the first one ends in a way that I wasn't really expecting a sequel, and I just happened to see that there was a sequel, because it was wrapped up nicely. It can carry on, obviously it did carry on, it's set 20 years later, but it didn't need to carry on, if you get what I mean. But I just can't get into it. So this is like, I'm on page 75, I've had it since August, and I'm struggling. So I know the mother-in-law likes this author, so if you want to read these two, and then maybe I'll try and come back to this with, if not, then I'll probably just either pass it on to a charity shop again, or car boot when I do one again next year. And then one of today's finds, which I didn't even ask, because I just knew they'd want it. Both my sister and my mother-in-law like this author. The people from Me Before You, the author from Me Before You. Puppy Life. She's now decided to play. Watch my artwork, please. She's in a frame though, but no, she probably broke the glass or something. So yeah, I didn't even read what it was. It was 20p when I found it yesterday, so I was like, yeah, grab that for them. Turns out it's actually 4 love stories in a book, so it's like 4 short stories. The first one doesn't sound that great, to be honest with you. Wonderful timing. So don't work with animals and children. Honestly, having a puppy is like having a toddler. Liv, a spontaneous 23-year-old graduate, and Sophie, a shop girl, both find themselves in Paris in love. Although living decades apart, Liv and Sophia have a lot in common, and they both find that marriage is only the beginning of their love stories. The next one sounds a bit better. Beth didn't expect to see Ben's face when she walked into the marquee for Krista's summer party. Her old lover, the one who never showed up for their last meeting, But when she finds out that their split was all a misunderstanding, it's time for her to make a choice. Then we have got, I can't say this lady's name, Miranda, finds a mobile phone and begins texting a stranger, pretending to be someone else. Exciting? Question mark. Yes. Moral? Question mark. Possibly not. But what if this was the life she's supposed to lead? Then we have Chrissy is frantically trying to finish the Christmas shopping, even though she knows that she will get it wrong, however hard she tries. Her husband and his viper-tongued mother are just never satisfied. Chrissy is fed up, but maybe this Christmas is the time to take control. Sounds quite good, doesn't it? So yes, like I said, for 20p, I know they both like this author. I would just pick that up for them. The next one, I can't read the title. I was very much taken with the blue and the gold cover, and it is Celia, I think I've got that right, but it is a lovely cover. So I think I did say this was 20p, and on the back it says £7.99. This one is £16.99 on this little cover here. Actually, I didn't look at that. That's quite nice, although I think I would prefer that if that was blue as well on the gold. Anyway, this lady also did P.S. I Love You. I've not read the book, but I have seen the film. So I read this and I was like, oh, that sounds good. So this is probably for me and my sister. In the southwest of Ireland, rugged mountains meet blue lakes and thick forests. Deep in the woods, a young woman lives alone, forever secluded from the world. Her life is a well-kept secret. She possesses an extraordinary talent, the likes of which no one has seen before. A gift that will earn her the nickname of the title of the book, which I can't read, because I'll let you know. So I know it's bird, but the first bit, I just cannot put those letters together to make the sound of what it is. So it's an idea. So anyone who's new, I am dyslexic, and I do struggle. But I still like to read. When Solomon stumbles into Laura's solitary existence, her life is turned on its head. Pulled from her peaceful landscape to the, another word I can't read, of Dublin, she's confronted by a world desperate to understand her. But while Solomon knows the world will embrace Laura, will it free her to spread her wings, or will it trap her in a gilded cage? Like all wild birds, she needs to fly free. And then it's got this little bit at the bottom about the book, which again is the title of the book, which I can't read, is a thoughtful, deeply moving love story, a story of wild heart in all of us and the quiet that lies underneath the world's nose. But I'm very intrigued to know what it is. I mean, all this talk of birds, I'm thinking, can she turn into a bird? Is she some sort of healer? Can she see the future? So I'm very intrigued to find out what this special gift of hers is. And then something that is most likely going to become on holiday with us is this fun activity book. It was Red Nose Day. I had this from Mary Stevens Hospice. It was 3 children's books for £1, but there was only this that I wanted, and there was only one of these, otherwise I could have got some more to like to give to people. So I just popped, the lady just said, oh, just pop some money in the little pot. So I popped 50p in the little money box thing that they have, you know, the collection tins. I want to say it's Sainsbury's, and the reason why, I've had a Christmas one activity book and a Halloween one, which more or less the same layout inside. So you've got this circle and the same handle. So it doesn't say, but I am guessing it was Sainsbury's. I don't know, maybe someone saw these in there, I don't know. But it's got a word search, there's colouring, there's pairs, there is a crossword, and then towards the back we have some stickers, and then the answers. These are £3.50 when I've bought them new in Sainsbury's before. I would really like a Halloween one again for him, because we are away October half term, and I like to take these with me, like for him to do when we're eating out and stuff like that, or when we're just in the house and we're not going out, because we stay in, like, we rent like a house. But I went to Sainsbury's today and they didn't have one, and there was no sign that they were going to have one either, because there was no gaps in the shelves or anything, like they hadn't, like, it looked like everything was out. So I will keep my eyes peeled if I'm out and about. If not, this will come with me and it'll be just fine, won't it? Then he's doing about the Greeks at school, so I picked these up. These were £1 each. just for him to have a little flick through and just help him in any bits. Really nice condition. And then, like I did before when he was doing about Egypt, when he's done with that topic, I will just pass them back on to the charity shop. Then an item that I've had for a few years that I wanted to pop in and show you, just to give a little bit more variety and stuff, and when I haven't got loads of stuff, but there's like about enough for a video, is this little trinket. It is glass. My auntie bought me this well before I was with my partner now, so this may be 12, 13 years old. It was from a charity shop. It's this beautiful little glass butterfly. I don't know if you can tell that I like butterflies. I keep this by my bed, and these necklaces that I wear, and I haven't got on my neck, so I've got to put them back on. My rings, like when I moisturise before I go to bed. But yeah, the detail is lovely, and I don't know how much it was, as it was a gift. But yeah, it's one of my favourite things. Then on to Christmas. It is coming, people. We have this little acrylic penguin to hang on the tree. He was 99p from Age UK, and he's got his belly is like this glitter, which actually doesn't come off, so it's been well put on. So he'll look, I would say would look nice when the lights are on the tree, but are we going to be able to afford that this year, or are we putting the lights on the first day and then taking a picture and then maybe putting them on a little bit, maybe Christmas Eve, and then a little bit Christmas morning, and then turning the lights back off again, unless we all opt for like battery operated ones. Then we have Christmas cards. So the first one was from a car boot, which I was actually selling at with my dad, and I was popping to the loo and I was having a little look up the aisle that we were on, and I saw there was some Christmas cards, and so this is for my son to give to my dad, his granddad. It was 30p. This is a really sweet little card, which, let's face it, they'll just be going into the recycling bin, won't they? But for 30p, I thought that was quite a nice card, and comes with the envelope still. And then from the charity shop on Monday, I found this one again for my son, but this is to give to his dad. This was 10p. They were 3 for £1, but they'd got, I think, about 3 or 4 dad ones. They'd got this one and another one with like a car, which were more aimed at, like, I think, children giving to their dads. And then the other dad card was like, say, like me, like an adult giving to their dad, but I've already bought my dad's card. I got it in January in the Clinton sale for 99p. And on the back, it had got the sticker and it said £5.25. I don't know what the 25p was all about, but who also is buying a £5 card for somebody? I mean, if it's a really special occasion, fair enough, but for something like a Christmas card that's probably just going to end up in a few weeks or a week later in the bin, £5, that's, to me, that's eating into the present money. So, and then they'd got wife and husband, but I have neither. I have a partner, but he's not my husband, and I don't have a wife. So the guy was like, oh, 10p, and it's a nice little card with a nice little message. They'd got one, like I said, he'd got a car, but my partner does have a motorbike, so I thought if my son was with me, he'd want to go for the one with the motorbike. And then I have a Christmas puzzle. This was £2.30 on Saturday when me and my son went out. He needed some new clothes, so we went to our local like shopping high street centre bit, you know, those bits that they add on now. And then we also went into the old part of what would have been the main part of town and looked in the charity shops. It's not over Christmassy, so I'm thinking I could probably get away with this at the beginning of November, because I do have 3 more 1,000-piece Christmas puzzles at the loft that are very Christmas. They're full on Christmas scenes, like a Christmas fair with Santa, the sleigh, the reindeer, Christmas lights everywhere. Whereas this one's got the little wreaths here, and then it's got the Christmas tree there. I do really like a puzzle, especially like this, more like November through to like February, March. I quite like doing puzzles because it's, I don't know, it's just a bit calmer, it's darker, earlier, so you're not off to parks or walks or anything like that anymore, so it's quite nice with a few little like snacks that are about this time of year and to do a puzzle. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And then last but not least is the one that I wanted to show you, because we are off to this village again, October half term. It is Porthleven down in Cornwall. They have a charity shop in the village, which is where I got this in 2019. So not the frame is IKEA. It's on like a card, but like a painter's card. But you can see here, I don't know whether it was a test piece, there's these bits here, but I don't think you notice them when you're looking at the picture. This is normally in my haul, but I am thinking of maybe moving it to here, and then getting 2 more frames the same from IKEA for either side, or maybe slightly smaller, and maybe doing them that way or something. And maybe taking some pictures of, like, my partner's not coming, so we're going with my dad, my sister, her little girl, me and my son. So, you know, taking pictures of the kids down on the beach. There's a harbour, like if you look up Porthleven, Cornwall, there's some beautiful pictures that come up of like the harbour with all the pretty coloured lights at this time of year. You know, some nice pictures to go over the side, because there really does need, because it's a big wall. It's a big wall, as you can see. The sideboard's nice, but it really is missing something up there to look at, especially as like we sit on a sofa over that way. You're always looking there, it's really missing something. So this normally is in my hall, but I'm thinking of moving it into here. Let me know what you think about that idea. But yeah, I love it. So the boats come up this way, up to the harbour up here. The little beach is down here. So this is a bit higher up, so the village is a bit lower down, because it's staggered up a little bit. And this isn't a church, it's a clock tower, which is like, and it's in like a hall. They do like different bits in the village in there, and we do walk, because our house is a bit further up, so we have to walk down a slope to get down, or we can walk down this little path here, which brings us out down here, and we go over onto the beach, which I'm really looking forward to. And like I said, I'm looking forward to going to the charity shop in the village, because one, it supports the village, different various charities that they do to raise money and stuff for like the Christmas lights and just the upkeep of the little village and stuff. What I've had from them before, I've had, I don't know if you'd know them, the Biff and Kipper children's reading books. My son's past that reading stage now, so then I asked his school, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, we'd love them, so I donated them and ones that I'd had from charity shops up around here in the Midlands to them. And then if you've watched any other videos, you know, me and my sister like number 7, but we don't like everything. We quite like the miniature toiletries that they do in like their advent calendar, or that you can get in little gift sets at this time of year. And obviously people get them and they don't use everything, so they donate. So she has had some of the miniature toiletries from there in the past. So hopefully in a few weeks, maybe probably the beginning of November, I might have a Cornwall charity shop haul for you. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I think these are probably 2 of my favourite things that I found in, well, I didn't find that one, that was gifted to me, but 2 of my favourite second-hand finds. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've got and my little painting. Again, let me know what you think about me moving this up to there. Have a good week, everybody. Take care, and I will hopefully see you all again next week. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already and you want to, then kindly subscribe. Take care. Bye.